We look at the elimination method of solving simultaneous equations. Remember to subscribe to our channel, press that red button, like our lessons, share and comment to enjoy a full package of our lessons. So these are the steps that we use when solving the elimination method. There are basically many ways, but if we look at the elimination method, these are the steps that we follow. They are basically 6, so I've broken them down into 6 steps. So one, we first organize the equations such that all the unknowns and the whole numbers that we know are in the same position. So we make sure that if we want to eliminate one of the coefficients, we make sure that the 2 coefficients are equal. Then afterwards, you can go ahead and eliminate one of the letters that we want to eliminate or one of the unknowns. Then go ahead and solve and find out the remaining unknown. And then after we substitute into any of the 2 equations to get the remaining unknown. Then afterwards, you can check with the 2 equations to make sure that your answers are correct. So let us look at an example of how we solve the simultaneous equations using any of the methods that is the elimination method. So if you look at this question, we are supposed to solve these 2 using elimination method. So the first step is we have to first rearrange to make sure that all the unknowns and all the whole numbers in the equation are in the same position. So for example, you can see where A is, where B is, they are not in the same positions. So we first make sure they are in the same positions, we rearrange. And you can see after rearranging that A and A are in the same positions, B and B are in the same positions, even the 15, the 16, and the 5, these are the whole numbers are also in the same positions. So in the next step that we are going to look at now, we make sure that the coefficients, or we choose any of the unknowns that we want to eliminate. So for example, after rearranging, let's say we are going to eliminate A. So we make sure that the coefficients of A are the same. So in this case, A has a coefficient of 2, here A has a coefficient of 1. So we make sure that the coefficients are the same. So for example, since this has a 2, this has a 1, I'll make sure that all of them have a 2 since I'm going to eliminate A. So I'll multiply this second equation with 2 such that the A here also has a 2 since I'm going to eliminate it. That equation will be 2A because everything multiplies with a 2. So it is 2A plus 2B equals to 5 times 2, which is 10. So that is how it becomes in this case here. This is the 2 equations rearranged again such that the coefficients of A are the same. That is after multiplying the second equation by 2. You can see A here is 2 and A here is 2. So you can go ahead and eliminate the A from the 2 equations. So when you finish making sure that the coefficient of what you want to eliminate is the same, now you perform an operation which is always a subtraction or an addition depending on what the signs of the coefficient are. But in this case, the only way to eliminate our A from our 2 equations is to subtract, because if I get 2A minus 2A, so the A ceases because A gives 0 when I subtract in this case, so it will be 2A minus 2A, that is 0. 5B minus 2B, that is 3B, and then 16 minus 10, that is 6. So after reaching this point where I have 3B equals to 6, that means that now I have reached the easiest part where I can go ahead and find the value of B. So if I go ahead and find the value of B, from that I end up getting the answer as 3B equals to 6, such that if I divide by 3 throughout on both sides, I end up getting the value of B as being equivalent to 2. So getting B as 2, it means now that we have the value of B already. So we can now substitute the value of B in any of our 2 equations here to get the value of A. So if I substitute in this equation here, B as 2, I'll get A as 3. So you can use any of the 2 equations to get the value of A since you've already got B. And finally, if you check, you realize that the 2 answers of A and B satisfy the 2 equations, meaning that the 2 equations have been solved simultaneously using the elimination method of solving simultaneous equation. So you can also try out solving these equations here by using the simultaneous equation or any of the methods that you know. Thank you. Remember to subscribe to our channel, press that red button, subscribe, share, like, and also comment on our lessons. Thank you for watching.